Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Bluezynski Bio Pro here in NHL 26. So last episode, if you did not catch it, Dave had his first few games of the conference finals, and we're off to a good start as we're up 2-1 in the series. It is kind of disappointing though, because the last game, we came very close to tying the game in the final seconds. We could have maybe found a way to have a 3-0 series lead, but unfortunately it's a little bit close again. But Dave has had a really good start to this conference finals. He's doing whatever he can to try and push this team into a Stanley Cup Finals, and so far he leads the entire NHL in playoff points now with 21 points through 14 games. He has been absolutely electric. If we go to game logs, you can see in the series against the Bruins alone, we already have a hat trick, which was in game 1. We didn't pick up anything in game 2, but in the loss in game 3, we did pick up 2 points and had a lot of shots on goal. So we are doing as much as we possibly can to help this team. It's all about getting obviously some maybe more depth scoring in terms of the sim engine and all that type of thing, and then hopefully Dave continues to do what he's been doing, because that will definitely help propel this team into a potential chance to win a Stanley Cup. So anyways, with that said, let's get you guys' comments. You guys have to say about last episode, and then we'll see what ends up happening in the rest of the series. Maybe 2 games in this episode, maybe 1 game in this episode. Actually, it won't be 1 game, I guess. 2 games minimum, might be at most 4 games, but we'll see if we're able to win the series and get ourselves to the Stanley Cup Finals or not. So the first comment is from the Leafs fan, who says, fantastic effort in the first 2 games. I don't even think we've played that bad in game 3 either, just an unfortunate loss. Hopefully we're able to win in game 4 and go up 3-1. Definitely don't want the Bruins to tie the series, and yeah, definitely we don't want them to tie the series, because if they tie the series, then it could obviously not work in our favor. But if we could go up 3-1, then we should be able to find a way to close it out, unless the sim engine doesn't want to work against for us and it wants to hurt us a lot. So hopefully we could find a way to win this next game in our in Boston and find a way to maybe close out the series in game 5. In the last NFL comments from Dylan Burrows, who says, Dave's lucky he isn't playing in the league where Scott Stevens was playing. Heading into the offensive zone with your head down was never a good idea. Freight train coming in, and don't get caught in the tracks. And yeah, Dave has been caught a couple times in the series. We've had a pretty good rivalry with Charlie McAvoy. Dave has been kind of keeping his head down a little bit and not looking up too much. Obviously, driving into the offensive zone, Dave has that speed a lot of times, but it seems like Charlie's the type of player that keeps with Dave. So we got to be really mindful of that, because obviously we don't want him to blow him up and injure him, especially in a playoff spot like this. So hopefully we have a good episode, and hopefully we could kind of get around Charlie a little bit better, and hopefully he isn't a bit of a pain in our side in this episode too. So I think we're ready to get into this game. We should be up our peak health, so we're ready to get into it fully healthy. Just got to find, obviously, ways to get some good offense going for our team, and hopefully find a way to win this game in Boston, so we could at least set ourselves up for the chance to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. So let's see what happens in this episode. Hopefully there's not too many games in this episode, just because I want to try and get this recorded as fast as possible. But let's see if we could build off last episode. It was a really good episode, and I think Dave is only going to get better from here on out. So let's see what happens against the Bruins in their building. Definitely a lot tougher to win in Boston than it is on our home ice. So let's see if we can make up for that post robbing us in the final seconds of the last game. Because, like I said, if Dave would have scored there, we could have found a way to win in overtime. And obviously that would have been really big if we could have done that. So hopefully they don't come back in the series because of that. All right, let's get her done. Also, Middlestat has returned from injury. He did play last game, and he was a big reason why Boston won last game too. So maybe that's also what's helped the Bruins get back into the series a little bit. Wow, that was a really late whistle. I don't know why the whistle was like literally like 5 seconds plus late. That was kind of weird. All right, another face-off. Come on, let's get out of the zone here as quickly as possible, boys. I don't want to be in here too long. Okay, there you go. Shea's got it, finds Dave. Dave using that speed. Charlie's right with him. Dave will hold up. Dave throws it back. Dave got almost clipped. Dave's got it. Dave will shoot it. If the man in front, that shot goes wide. I don't know if it got deflected or not, but that was a hard shot from Dave. Dave doesn't clap the puck that often, but he tried there. Lascelles shot, nice save by Wool. But yeah, that shot, I don't know why our shot went so wide, because usually our shots always hit the net, at least when we're shooting from the point. That might have got deflected. I got to take a look at this quickly. Let's see. Oh no, it just elevated randomly on its own and misses everybody. Imagine if it went back off the top of the net and in somehow. That'd be pretty insane. But yeah, we definitely got to get pucks on net. We can't be missing by that much. All right, another face-off. A lot of face-offs in the early going here. Let's cover the point again. There you go, Carlo. Carlo finds Dave. Dave's going to get behind the Bruins defense. Dave holds on, and he lost control, but Marner will tap in the rebound. I lost control because I think I got poked maybe from behind when I was going for the shot, because Swayman went way over to the right side of the net, and then Marner is right there to pick up the garbage. Well, we're lucky that we got a point on this play, because at first I didn't think I was going to get a point. But yeah, we get a shot to the net, and Marner just picks up that rebound. That's a big first goal. I guess we actually did get the shot off, maybe. It just didn't feel like it with my controller, which is really strange. But great play by Marner to drive to the net and get that rebound, and their defense gets caught a little bit napping. So that's a big first goal here on the road, as Dave has picked up another point, and Mitch continues to be a very good player for us also in the playoffs here. But did I actually take the shot here? Because it felt kind of strange, like I said. Maybe I got a little bit of stick lifted there. The stick-on-stick content made it feel weird. I don't really know. But we do get a bit of a shot here. And it hits the glove awkwardly of Swayman, and it hits him in the pad. Stops up right here. And Lindholm is just napping right there. And then Marner comes in and puts this in the wide open net. So that is nice. And who else drew an assist? Carlo got an assist on that. Nice. Okay. That's a really good way to start it off on the road. Just got to hope that the sim engine works well for us too as this game goes on. Dave throws a good hit on Pasternak. Now he's got possession back of that puck. He'll just dump it in, and I'm already going to go on a change. I'm not too sure if I should change this early, but might as well just make a smart play. Not trying to overextend my shifts too long, or else Dave's health is going to go down a bit, or we have a higher chance of getting hit. So, all right, still 1-0. Yeah, I'm glad that we got that early goal out of the way, because that takes their fans a little bit out of this game here early on. Here's Dave again. Dave holds on to that puck, looking around for an open man. He'll have to hold on to it longer. Carlo over to Brady Shea, and a good chance for Shea, and that's turned away. That was a really good chance for him. Dave's got to get back defensively. Forces Armia to dump it in. Oh, come on, Carlo. You got to get that out faster than that. There you go, Matthews. Go with it. Oh, my goodness. Of course, he turns it over. At least our defense is recovering a little bit, but they're still having a tough time getting out of the zone. Oh, my goodness. And, of course, Matthews turns it over. But at least Carlo's there to back check. Yeah, right now our team's kind of not playing the best with the puck in terms of management. Oh, no. Bjorn fought shots turned away. I was not too sure if he was actually going to go back into the forehand or not. But yeah, so far a little bit of scrambly plays here from our team. At least, like I said, we have that early goal. So just got to keep on pushing and get more insurance, obviously, than one goal. Just because you never know. Game 2, it was only like a 1-0 final, but I felt like for the longest time Boston was going to tie that game up. So I hope that we don't have another game like that, because those type of games have you on edge the entire time. Here's Mitch. Holds up, finds Matthews. He's turned away. Marner gets a chance on the rebound, and he's turned away. Our line mates are doing some good work here. Matthews digging around. Dave will try and help on out. He will get to it. Dave kicks it to Marner. Marner goes to Matthews, and he'll score! Another assist for Dave. Let's friggin' go. Our line mates are doing some really good work here in the O-zone. As there's a lot of pressure here, Dave gets his puck, finds in the Mitch. Mitch makes a good play, and then Matthews spins out of the coverage and behind the net, I guess, around Bjornfot. Finds a way to beat Swayman. So a couple early goals from our line. And Dave continues to have an insanely great playoffs, as we're now up to, I guess, 24 points or something like that. Kind of insane how good we've been doing since the playoffs have began. Like, our line has just some really good chemistry, but this is exactly what we wanted to do to start this episode. But we got to make sure that if we do win this game, we got to find a way to play strong again in next game, because obviously being up 3-1 potentially in the series, you want to make sure not to slow down at all. All right, here we go. Still a lot of time left in this game, so we've got to be mindful of that. Matthews wins a draw. Here's Shea. Shea finds it up to Mitch. Mitch lost it, almost found Dave, but Dave was kind of peeling off to the side a bit. Let's get back again and defend. Keep defending. Go back to the point and cover it. Don't need to leave Charlie open too long. Nice play by Dave, but Charlie still gets a shot deflected wide. Oh, no. Come on, guys. You got it. You got it. Dave is defending here, too. Nice pass from Matthews up to Dave. Dave trying to get around Lindholm. He has to curl back because there's no opening there. Dave finds Matthews. Matthews doesn't get the shot. Matthews now has it. Mitch, one-timer by Shea is blocked. Shea gets it again. Marner hits the post. Our line mates are really doing some good work in the O-zone. And they're going to dump the puck. I'm going to go on a line change. Alright, yeah, I'm really liking the way this team's playing so far. Really liking it. And the sim engine hasn't really given them anything either, so this is looking good early on, but there's still, like I said, a lot of game. So we can't let them get any momentum or anything, because that's when things could change. Lindholm off the point. Nice save, Wolf. Because there was no bodies in front, so at least the screen, there was no screen to help. Damn, I've already been recording for 10 minutes. Feels like I've been recording for a lot longer than that, but hopefully we can find a way to close out this game, and then hopefully we can find a way to win next game too. Lindholm, another point shot. Nice block by Mitch to take away the shooting lane. Dave will stay right with Charlie and hit him around a little bit. Like I said, Dave has been really aggressive against Charlie McAvoy, and McAvoy has been really aggressive against him. It's been a really good battle. Nice shot block. That shot block might have saved the goal for sure. Marner finds Dave again. Here comes Dave. He's already got 2 assists in this opening period. Dave looking around. Throws it over to Shea. Shea shoots deflection by Matthews. That's a good look too. That's a really good look. Geeky one-on-one. Carlo will blow him up. Absolutely. God damn. Love to see that. Here you go. Let's hold on to that. Throw it all the way up. And we're going to go on another change. Yeah, our line's been doing some good work. For the most part, other than that one shift where our defense was kind of caught in the zone, I feel like our line's been really dominant, as we will have one more shift left in this first period. Hopefully we can keep this up, have that 2-0 lead going into intermission. That's kind of what we want to have at this point. We don't want to give them anything. Alright, nice forecheck there, Mitch. Let's get back defensively. Pospisil, nice play, guys. Here we go. Dave with it, throws it in to Mitch. Mitch makes a move, got by, but then he couldn't get to it before Warner did. Let's get back defensively again. You got it, Che. You got it. There you go. Carlo. Oh, up to Dave, just barely found him. Dave finds it over to Matthews. Matthews holding on to it. Dave goes to the front. Dave almost pulls the screen, gets the rebound, and he scores! What a goal from Dave! And the last second of the period, 3-point first period for Bluezynski. That might be one of our nicest goals, kind of. It is a bit of a fluke goal, but 6 seconds left in the period, and it's a 3-0 lead. What a way to start this game for this team. As Matthews sees the net front presence from Dave, Dave finds it as he's stumbling. He's able to find a way to put this in. As Swayman's down there, Dave gets this loose puck with Greenway defending. And Dave uses that big rig to throw this backhander on net. And it's not as he's stumbling, he stumbles after he gets this backhand off. But I think this is the first time I've scored with a backhand in tight like that before. So a very nice finish from Bluezynski. And like I said, he's been absolutely electric. 3 points in this opening period. Everybody on this first line has a goal too. So it's been a really good effort so far. Let's get maybe a screenshot of this. Just as kind of an interesting net front presence play. We could use this as a thumbnail probably. But yeah, very good start to this game. Was not really expecting to start off the first period with 3 points, but there's still, like I said, a lot of game left. So as long as the sim engine doesn't give them like 1 or 2 goals back, we should be in a good driver's seat right now, but we got to keep that up. There you go, good poke check, and there you go, end of the period. 3-0 after 1. 3 points for Dave, multiple points for Matthews, multiple points for Mitch. That is exactly how you want to play on the road. As Swayman is not playing that good so far, so maybe they'll go to their backup at some point. But let's keep it going. Let's see what happens in this second period. As I see a Dave fan in the crowd, and he was a Leafs fan too, so that's perfect. Let's see what happens in the second period. See if it's anything like the first or not. We have 3 goals on 13 shots so far. Just keep defending well too. This defense is still important, even being up by 3 goals. Here comes Mitch, one-on-one, gets bullied down by Charlie. He's a little slow to get up, but at least he's not injured. But of course, Charlie starts throwing the hits because he's down by so much. Let's keep covering that point. Don't need to leave anybody open. Oh my goodness, they still get a shot, and at least it's turned away. Dave will pick it up. Gets knocked down by Milstad, but at least nothing happened out of that. Okay, let's throw a hit maybe on Milstad, get him back. Not really, kind of shoved him a little bit, but not enough to knock him down. Get it out of the zone, boys. Here you go. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Brady. Get it out. Yikes. Boston's starting to put on a little bit of pressure, but at least it's nothing crazy. Oh, get it out. Just get it out. Get it out. I'm going on a line change. Oh, they threw it to Dave. Of course they did. And then Dave had to throw it to Matthews. I knew they were going to throw it to me eventually because whenever you're wide open, they always try and rush to pass up. But Sim Engine so far is still holding this lead for us, which is nice. Like I said, I get a little bit nervous with the Sim Engine sometimes being up by multiple goals. Come on, Matthews win this draw. And he does. Provorov, Tanev. Dave shoots it. Blocked. That was a good look. Dave goes back to the front again, but nobody gets a shot to the net. Let's get back into the D zone again. Make sure we're covering the point again. There you go. Let's open ourselves up for a pass, but of course our players are turning it over a bit now. There you go, Provorov. You got it. Provorov finds Dave. Dave will carry it in. Dave holds up. Dave looking for a passing lane, throws it back into Provorov. And Provorov lost it. Dave's going to try and defend for a bit. As possible, still might get behind our defense here. Oh, yikes. That one almost rebounded off of his body. Peak is poke checked, and that comes out. Dave will try and forecheck on Poitras. Almost found a way to get a breakaway out of that. There you go, Tanev. Nice stick. Poitras still battling with it. Dave will get himself open. And look around. Banks a great pass ahead to Mitch, and then goes on a line change. But yeah, that's a great bank pass. Let's see what the Sim Engine does. Anything left in this game still? Nothing for Boston. We're almost near the end of the second period and still up by those 3 goals. So that first period has been very important so far. The shots are getting closer again, so we got to be mindful of that. But yeah, I've really liked the start to this game. I expected it to be a little bit tougher of a start just because how last game went in Boston, but this game's definitely a lot different. Here we go, Dave. Skate with it. Nice. Dave throws it over to Matthews and just barely goes offside because the animation made me move my foot forwards and I was going to stop up. But yeah, apparently Dave's getting showcased, but we don't need to see that anyways. But yeah, Dave is first in playoff points. You can see above McDavid and Bedard. So it's been an insanely good playoffs for Dave for his first time round. And the fact that there's still a lot of Dave's career left to go, it's going to be interesting to see how his playoffs are down the road too. All right, let's get back again on the defense. Pospisil jumps it in. We'll defend here. There you go. Good job, defense. I've liked the way our defense has played in this game. I haven't seen Morgan Riley in this game, so did he get hurt? Because I've seen Brady Shea playing with Carlo, and I'm pretty sure Riley usually plays with Carlo in this, so I'm not too sure if Riley got hurt last game or not. That would be kind of interesting if that was the case. I mean, our defense is still pretty good. I think we did see Gavrikov one game, so yeah, Morgan might have got injured. That's interesting. Here you go, Matthews. Go with it. Go with it. Keep going with it. Dave is going to drive in and help you out. Dave making some moves. Makes a great chance, and that's a big save. Nice toe drag by Dave. Soft hands. Got the defender to bite, but could not beat the goaltender. Greenway turns it over. Dave will take it. Dave will just dump it and get it out and not even ice it. Smart dump. Very smart dump. I'm surprised it did get out, though. And that's probably it for the second, I'm guessing. Nope, there's a Sim Engine goal. And it's for our team. Okay, John Tavares makes it 4-0. I was going to say if Boston gets a goal in that Sim Engine, they could definitely still get back into this. But now that's at least it's 4-0. But yeah, what a move by Dave on that chance. Wasn't expecting to actually still get a shot away. Usually I get destroyed in a hit there, but we're a period away from going up potentially 3-1 in the series. As long as this team doesn't have a monumental collapse like they did against Florida in that one game. I've really liked the way this team's played. Really liked it. All right, let's just make sure we lock down this game. We don't necessarily need more goal support, but we need to make sure that we don't give them anything here. Matthews lost control of it. Did a little too much. But our defense is coming back and making some really good plays. Here's Dave. Gets around McAvoy. Dave holding on to it. Still holding on to it. Looking for an opening. Throws it back around. Matthews will get there first. Gets it to the point. There's a good cycle play happening. Dave will shoot it. Shot is turned away, and Swayman threw it back out again. Dave was not expecting it, so he was going to hope for a whistle, but I guess not. Let's cover the middle. Nice play. Oh, I iced the puck there. Nice. I did not want to ice the puck. I got way too much on that saucer pass. I was trying to sauce it up to Matthews, and instead I got like, I don't know how much on it, but At least I got it out of the zone from a dangerous spot. Carlo's up there and hits. Damn, look at the amount of hits on our, from our players on this team. That's another thing that's been really good from our team this playoffs is the physical play. There you go. Shea finds Dave. Dave trying to use that speed. He will get barely by. He'll hold on and he'll get the shot, and that's turned away. As Dave continues to try and push for even more points, even though he doesn't really need to at this point in time. Shea finds it up. Here's Dave again. We'll carry it in. We could go for a shot. We're just going to dump that in. And Domi almost got to that puck first, and Swayman has to freeze that as a kind of a weird bounce off the boards. Alright, I don't mind that. Let's sim to our next shift. We're definitely going to have a lot more shifts as this third period goes on, but Sim Engine has given 1 goal to Boston, so Boston does break the shutout. They get a power play goal from Elias Lindholm. Still 14 minutes left, so we're up by 3 goals, but we got to be careful. Sim Engine could start working for them, which is not ideal. Tanev doesn't get a shot, finds Dave. Dave gets hit there by Charlie, and then a good chance there from Marner and turned away. Dave is kind of skating a bit weirdly right now. I don't know why. Matthews turns it over. Let's get back defensively. Oh, there you go. You got it, Profs. There you go. He finds Dave. Dave will throw it up. Here's Matthews. Matthews tries to go for a quick shot, which is blocked. I was trying to hit Lindholm. I don't know why I'm on the right side. I should get back over to my normal side. And we're going to go off on a line change already. Just a quick change. Boom. Easy. All right. Let's see if there's anything else from this sim engine or not. Nope. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. I'd rather have that 4-1 lead than it being 4-2 or something like that. But yeah, that first period definitely really set the tone for most of this game, it seems like. Oh, yikes. Nice save. Let's keep covering the point here. There you go, Mitch. You got it. Mitch still holding on to it. Dave will try and drive the middle a little bit. Marner can't get anything going there. Dave tries to get that puck back but can't. And now we got to get back into our own zone again. Nice pick off there, McCabe. Matthews. There you go, McCabe. Oh my goodness, they're kind of scaring me a little bit with the way we're playing in our own zone. Armia will shoot. Nice save, Wool. Yeah, whenever our team kind of holds it in our zone for a little bit too long and almost gives up a goal, it's just very stressful. So at least Wool's been pretty damn good in this game. Yeah, I think he's been better in this series than he has in some of the other series. So Dave hits Lindholm. Pasternak's shot is turned away as they do have full pressure. But McCabe will get out of the zone here. Here's McCabe. Finds it into Dave. Dave will hold up. Finds it to Marner. I thought it was Provorov at first, but that shot is turned away. I was not trying to find Mitch. I was trying to find the guy that was going towards the net, but whatever. All right. At least we have a face-off in our zone and we're not in pressure anymore. We might have one more shift left after this in this game. Here's Dave again looking around. Dave will shoot it towards the net. No deflection in front. Was trying to see if there would be a body in front to get a tip, but nobody got to it. But we do get a face-off still in our zone and almost full pressure. So it doesn't really matter too much. All right, come on, Matthews. Let's get a win here. He does. Dave with it again. Dave threatens Carlo, and his shot's barely turned away. That was a good look. Almost full pressure. Dave is going to get back defensively. Throw a little hit on Lascelles. Matthews finds Shea. Shea tries to find Dave, and Dave does get to that puck briefly. Here he is again. Dave holding on. Dave will curl back, drops it around. Mitch gets to that. Mitch trying to do some work here on Charlie. Dave throws a little hit, but it doesn't work for anything. But Dave throwing a little physicality. We're going to go on a line change here. And they're going to score, of course. Pasternak makes it a 2-goal game. I don't think I got off the ice beforehand, so I think I was a minus on that play. But I don't even know what happened and how Pasternak got that puck. I thought our defense had the puck when I went off. But what happened? Pasternak makes the move. Oh, never mind. He just deked Carlo out. Carlo broke his leg almost on that play. He stumbled. And Pasternak breaks all alone and finds a way to score. So, a bad read from Carlo. I guess I still have good defensive stats, which is fine, but don't like that I'm out there for a goal late. And Sim Engine. Okay, at least gives our team a goal to make it a 5-2 game, and we are out there in the last minute, so it's good that there was an insurance marker, because or else I'd be a little nervous going out here late, but we should be in the driver's seat to take this 3-1 series lead. A little bit of a scare here late, but that's okay. Here's Dave again. Dave will skate into the Bruins zone. Dave holds on to it, throws it to Matthews, and he's absolutely robbed by Swayman. Dave goes back to the front, tries to deflect it, can't. But an absolute robbery on Matthews, who was all alone in front of that net to get that one-timer off. Middlestat hits the post, and that comes out of the zone. Yikes, that was dangerous. We were almost a minus there. Okay, let's make sure they don't get anything else, guys. We don't need them getting momentum going into next game. Matthews finds Dave. Dave will take it out, throws it up, finds Mitch. Mitch will carry it in. Mitch walking in, gets a shot, and that's turned away with 9.2. All right, well, we got this game. That's good. Oh, a little bit scary near the end of this, but it is what it is. And that save, though, absolutely crazy by Swayman. Absolutely crazy. Great pass from Dave. Usually that works for an assist, but Swayman still somehow got across to Rob Matthews on it. Oh, we could have literally had our 4th point right there. That's okay, though. That's okay. At least we're up by 3 goals, so it's not going to make a difference if we did score there or not, but looks like we're going to still stay out there for the last 9.2, which is nice. Hopefully we can play good on home ice in the next game and close this series out and get to the Cup Finals. Well, let's get back defensively, and there we go. And we're 1 win away from going to the Stanley Cup Finals with another win in this playoff run as we win in Boston. Great response to last game. And our team is, like I said, 1 win away from the Cup Finals. Dave has had multiple points in each of these games in the series against the Bruins, except for Game 2. What a victory. Matthews gets 3rd star, 2 points, 7 hits. He was physical, and obviously he had some big goals to it. That second goal of the game was a big one. Marner gets 2nd star with 2 points and 6 hits. So like I said, our top line did a lot of the work in this one, as it typically does. It'd be nice to get our depth scoring a bit too, but... And then the 1st star obviously going to Mr. Dave Bluezynski. Yep, 3-point night for Dave, a goal, 2 assists, and 4 hits. So, yeah, our top line threw a lot of hits and obviously had most of the points. We were only a +2, so yeah, we were technically out there for that goal against before we went on the line change. 6 shots, 318 of puck possession, and then the 4 hits, as I mentioned. So, 1 win away from the Stanley Cup Finals, which is pretty damn awesome, especially considering, like I said, this is Dave's first ever playoff run. All we got to do is find a way to win one more game. Hopefully, we could do it in this game, so that way we don't have to go to a Game 6 back in Boston. Like, hopefully this home game could help us win the series. But we do have energy back, which is also good. So, once again, Dave will be fully healthy for this game, and we'll be able to put maybe a couple more points into his trade points again, which is also good. Let's actually just get us fully healthy. Might as well. Even if it's not really worth it right there. And we'll spend 2 towards trade points and keep 6 for his actual health, because the finals is right around the corner if we get there. Or there still might be a lot of the series left, who knows. But we've had 100 form score in every game except for Game 2. And like I said, Game 2, I think we still played good even though we didn't have a point. So we've been absolutely insanely good here in the early going. All right, let's see if we can find a way to get ourselves to the finals. Let's get to Game 5 on home ice. And obviously, I don't know who's going to await us in the finals if we do get there. It could be Connor McDavid, could be Connor Bedard. It's one of those two for sure. So let's see if we could get to the finals and face off against one of the better players in the league. Of course, it has to be one of those two guys, though, if we do get to the finals. All right, here we go. Of course, we get another cutscene here. Obviously, I am going to have to mute the audio here again, which still really sucks, but at least it's a cool cutscene still. Love seeing Dave in the locker room making like some things with Tavares. Tavares is probably going to retire soon too, so. All right. Let's get her done, boys. Let's get her done. Dave should have a letter at this point on his chest already, I feel like, but obviously he shouldn't have one over Tavares, but he should definitely still have a letter. All right, here we go. A chance to eliminate the Bruins on our home ice and get ourselves to the Cup Finals for the first time since 1967. And of course, Dave, we're 67, which makes that all much better. But 11-4 in his playoff run. It's been a hugely great success so far. Just got to find a way to win this game, and then hopefully we can win 4 more. But let's see if Dave comes out buzzing in this home game or not. Obviously, since the fans are in the building, that might help things a bit. Matthews steals the puck right away from Lindholm, walks in alone, can't get a shot. Matthews with it. Can jam it in, and he can't get it through, but good look in the early going. Matthews steals it away. Matthews finds Dave, a backhander, and Swayman came across to make a huge save. If that was the Swayman from last game, he would have let that in probably, but a good look to start this game as our team is absolutely feeling the momentum of being on home ice as Dave lost control of it to Millstat here early. Nice pick off there from Matthews. Matthews still with it, finds it back to Dave. Dave carrying it back into the zone. He gets bullied down. I don't even know how they hit me off the puck like that. Like, even when Dave has his head up, he still gets destroyed in hits. Absolutely crazy. Let's get back defensively. At least that came out of the zone. I'm going on a line change if I can here quick. But yeah, that first hit of the game kind of scared me a bit because I just don't want to get hurt at this point in the season. Simmons giving nobody anything, that's okay. It's better than obviously giving up a goal against. I'd rather no goals than them scoring, so. Alright, let's get out of the zone quick here, boys, and make sure we're defending. Nice block by Dave. Look at that shot block, and it comes out of our zone as we block Andrew Peak. Like I said, Dave literally buys into every single thing as a player. Hitting, blocking, and obviously scoring some goals, making some great passes. Did I just block that again? I think I did. I might have saved the goal here. Because I was down low. I probably should have stayed where Geeky was, realistically. But I go back to the front, and Dave goes down to block this shot right here. And I don't know if I saved the goal or not, but this puck could have hit a post or something. But a huge shot block from Dave. He's got 2 blocks in the early going in this one. Oh my goodness, bad turnover. Nice poke check, though, by Dave. Now we got to break it out. Matthews. Lost it. Got it to Dave. Dave fakes. Shoots it. That's turned away as Dave fanned on his shot initially because I was originally trying to actually shoot that, but I kind of faked it instead. But some good work on the defensive end and a couple shots already. Dave is definitely wanting to come out here and do really well. Hopefully the sim engine works for us though too, because I don't want our line to just be the only line doing stuff for this team. There we go. Oh, okay, it's a power play for us. But we had possession of the puck, so I don't know why they blew the whistle. Maybe the net got knocked off or something. But Pavel Zacha hits to the box as our team will be going to a power. It's goalie interference, this penalty. Oh, he knocked the mask off. What? Is that something that I've never seen before? The goalie losing a mask? Have you guys ever seen the goalie lose a mask in game? Because I don't think I have. Since like old NHLs. Like Zacha pushes Matthews into Wool, and since that mask comes off, that's why the whistle went right away. But I don't think I've ever seen this. I don't think I've seen it in a long, long time. So let me know if you guys have seen it or not, but I have not seen it. That is so weird. Like, I don't think I've seen it since, like I said, like literally an older NHL game. What the heck? All right. Goalie interference penalty. I don't think I've ever seen a goalie interference penalty as well in game. I usually see those in Sim Engine maybe, but not in game. All right, well, we're still on the power play for 40 more seconds. But that was an interesting moment. Very interesting. Oh, Marner digs it around. Dave's got possession. Dave throws it back to Marner. Marner throws it back to Quillen. Good passing from our team. Marner, a shot that's turned away. Dave throws a hit on Charlie. Doesn't work enough to get that puck. But they will not get out of the zone. We are going to have full pressure soon, I think. Yep, now we do. There you go, another turnover force. Let's go back to the front. That shot's turned away. Dave finds that Roos puck, and he got the shot, but it's turned away. Oh, my goodness. Dave's got it again. Look at the pressure from this line. Come on, get open. I was trying to get Provorov to swap sides with me, but he wouldn't swap sides. Get back defensively. There you go. Our power play is over now, but that was an interesting shift. Nice hit by Dave on Zacha. And we're going to go on a line change. All right, so far this game's been pretty high tempo. We have a good defensive rating already because of the couple shot blocks. Just got to find a way to get on the score sheet if possible. And the Sim Engine gives our team a goal. Phil DiGiuseppe. That's good to see a goal from a different line. That's not ours. Good start. Good start for the team. As the crowd is electric here for once. McCabe shot. Turned away by Swayman. Because we almost had full pressure again. Let's get back again. Get that Gavi cross. Yes, good. Yeah, I think Riley is injured. because I don't see him again. Well, hopefully he's not out long term, because we could probably use him in the finals, but if we get there. Matthews. There's Dave going to the front. He has this pulled off the screen, and it almost fooled Swayman because Dave jumped up in front of him as there was a shot from Gavrikov, and that was turned away. That was a good look. Good net front presence. That's another thing Dave does well at. He could get deflection goals, but he could also kind of not fully screen goalies, but he could cause some pandemonium down front. All right. Marner trying to pull some pressure on, but they're going to get out of the zone. Let's make sure we're defending here. Nice knockdown, Dave. Oh, yikes. Bad pass there, though. Oh, yikes. They are definitely mad, the Bruins. Oh, nice pick off McCabe. Almost a turnover afterwards. Dave looking around, throws it up. Here's Mitch. Mitch can't get the shot. Matthews can't either. Warner with it as they're trying to break it out. Let's make sure we get back defensively again. Nice hit, Mitch. I am surprised how physical some of these players on the team has been. Or have been, I guess I should say. There you go, Gavrikov. Over to Matthews. Matthews finds Dave. It's in his skates. Dave got it back again. Dave will throw it back down low. And we probably should go on a line change soon. Yeah, let's go on a quick line change while Matthews forechecking over there. Yeah, I think we've done a really good job at keeping them in their zone a lot in this period. And Sim Engine, nothing. Okay, 1-0 after the first period on this Di Giuseppe goal. Solid start, not as strong as last game, of course, but our team has had some really good looks to get more goals. But I've never still seen that goalie mask ever come off before. That's so weird. Like, I guess I've never played NHL that realistically that much in Be a Pro the last few years, so maybe it does happen, but I've never seen it. So you guys can let me know if you've seen it before or not, but up by a goal, we're doubling them up in shots. Let's have a good second period here and keep on pressuring them as much as we possibly can. Here comes Dave in with it again. Dave will look around. Dave will hold up. Find Shea. Shea will get a bomb, but it's blocked. Goes back into our zone. All right, you got it. You got it there, Carlo. There you go to Mitch. Over to Dave. Dave will take it. Let's get by here. We got to be careful of Charlie. Dave makes a move. Lost control of it. I was going to try and deke Lindholm, but he kind of got over a little faster than I expected. Here's Dave again. Dave will carry it back into the Bruins zone. Let's throw this around. Oh my goodness. Lindholm just throws down Dave again. Dave will get back up. Marner found him. Dave will throw this towards the net. Marner shot there. Deflection. There's a good chance there. We got to be very careful not to get hurt here. We got to go off on a line change once this comes out. Get it out. Get it out. Oh my goodness. Of course they had to find me, and we do get it out. There you go. There you go. Now we could actually go on a line change perfectly. Good. All right, as our teammates are still getting some good chances. All right, Sim Engine gives us nothing, but it does give us a power play. So that's a good chance to maybe find a way to get some more insurance. It's a full 2 minutes. Can we get a big insurance marker? We're out shooting them 17-6 right now. So Swayman has had a redemption game as Dave almost deflects it, but deflects it, I think, into his leg. That's unfortunate. Quillen throws it over to Dave. Dave will hold up, looking around. Lost control of it. Provorov finds it up now. Here's Matthews making a move to the outside. Throws it in the Quillen, and he'll score! No point for Dave, but we're out there for the power play goal. Quillen scores his second goal of the playoffs only, and that's a big one to put us up by 2. As a 3-on-2 break, Matthews with a good toe drag move finds it over to Quillen. That backhander is quite nasty. Definitely something that Swayman probably should stop, but it's a backhander. It's hard to realistically know where that goes. A little bit of net front presence too on the backhand, and Quillen has given us a 2-goal lead. That is huge at this point in the game. But obviously there's still a lot of game left, so we got to find a way to get hopefully the next one too, or just keep defending well at least. But that's a big one for our team. All right. Our fans are cheering loud. 12:25 left in the second, up by a pair of goals. Just got to keep it up. Just got to keep it up. All right, here's Shea. Shea throws it up, turns it over. Here comes Pasternak. Go front, a chance for Middlestad, and Wool stays with him. Big save from Wool. He hasn't been super busy so far, but that's a massive save after a bad turnover from our defenders. But Wool has definitely, like I said, been a lot better in this series, I think, than he was earlier in the playoffs. All right, let's get out of the zone fast as we can, guys. We are doubling them up more in shots, but we still want to be careful. There's Shea finding Dave. Dave will try and get by McAvoy. McAvoy just shoves him down, but Dave still gets control of the puck, and then he goes offsides. Dave a little pissed off about that hit. It wasn't late or anything, but even when we have like a bit of an edge in terms of like distance on McAvoy, it still seems like he could just randomly warp out of nowhere and throw Dave down, which is kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. That's what happens when Dave's a small dude. There you go, Carlo. Up to Matthews. Matthews still looking around. He'll find Dave. Dave will skate into the zone. Dave gets in. Dave throws it over. Chance and he scores! Mitch Marner. That's a big, big goal at this point. 3-0 lead. And Dave picks up another point, as he saw the open man go into the net, and he's not going to pass up a passing opportunity like that. He might go for a shot occasionally, but Dave sees Mitch there, beats McAvoy towards the net, and makes a great pass. And is that one that could help seal the deal in this series? Absolutely electric finish there, especially getting around Charlie. Like I said, Charlie's been an arch nemesis of us all series. And what a pass that was after the move, and a great finish from Mitch again. Let's friggin' go. 25 points in the playoffs now for Dave. 25. And Sim Engine gives the Bruins back a goal, though, which is a little scary. Poitras pulls them within 2. So, yeah, it's good that we got that Mitch Marner goal, because or else we'd be only up by 1, despite doubling them up in shots. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Here's Dave again. Dave will throw it up to Gavrikov. Gavrikov skates in, lost control of it. We got to get back defensively, boys. Make sure we're committing still to team defense. Let's get back and cover that point again. Don't need to leave anybody open. Let's keep covering. It's got to shadow the defenseman, basically. There you go, McCabe. He finds Mitch. Mitch makes a quick move. Mitch lost control of it, with Dave beelining towards the front of the net, and Peak will clear it. And now we got to get out of the zone as fast as possible here so we could tag up. But now the Bruins have possession of the puck. Armia can't get a shot. Loose puck. Poitras finds it, so make sure we're still covering the defenders. Good play there, Mitch. Finds Matthews. Matthews will carry it. Finds Dave. Dave gets around the defense again. Dave holding on, and he's turned away. I was looking for a pass still, but Matthews went a little too deep, and I had to go for a shot. But Dave's still doing some great work at driving to the net. That's definitely his strength, using that big rig. That's something we could probably upgrade, is his big rig X factor. Sim Engine has given the Bruins a goal, but also us a goal. So it's a 4-2 lead. It was a 4-1 lead at one point, but the Bruins are still hanging around in this game, despite the shots being 21-10. Come on, guys. We got to put this game to bed. Dave goes back to the front here. Deflects it. Maybe. No, maybe not. But that hit the post. I don't think I deflected it, but I came close to it. I think I just pulled a good screen, which is solid, too. Oh, bad pass by Provorov there. There you go. You got it out. There you go. Oh, Dave almost gets stood up there. There you go. Let's at least make sure that they don't get into our zone too easily. Oh my goodness. Charlie McAvoy makes a move. Our defenders make a good closing play. Here's Mitch. Mitch finds Dave trying to get behind the defense again. Dave throwing a Tanev, and Dave does interfere with Swayman there, but that would have probably been disallowed. I was going to try and drive that in, but then I threw the pass instead. And I got to go on a line change here, so I'm going to do that. As Provorov breaks in the final 10 seconds. I don't even know if I could go for a line change yet. They're probably not going to let me change just because there's a couple seconds left, but whatever. It's going to be a 4-2 lead going into the third, so we have a 2-goal advantage, which is great. We got to bring this home. We got to find a way to keep it up in the third period. We can't give them anything else, because if they get that next goal, it's going to be a little scary. But if we find a way to play good in this third, we can close them out and get ourselves to that final. So let's see what happens in this third. Our fate is in our hands. Like I said, we're at Balio playing them in shots, but they're still within 2. Hopefully Wold has a good period, because that could also be a difference maker. All right, nice knockdown by Matthews to start the period. Matthews trying to scoop by, but get lost at the Middlestad. Nice defensive play there, Shea. Matthews finds Dave again. Dave will carry it in. Dave holds up. Dave looking around. Throws it back to Shea. Shea doesn't get the shot. Finds Dave again. Dave will hold on to that and shoot it. That's turned away as Dave tried to get Swayman the bite. Dave steals that puck. Dave looking around. He'll throw that back into Carlo. What a pass! And that shot doesn't get to the net even somehow. But what a pass from Dave. In tight. As Dave coming back and making sure he's defending too. Carlo will jump in and drive the net. Dave will get to that puck and he'll shoot it with Matthews in front. As they knew to throw it to Dave instead of Brandon Carlo. But a good look there again. As Dave definitely could have some goals in this game, but he hasn't so far. Alright. Let's go back to the front if we win this, which we didn't. But let's keep pressuring them boys as much as possible. Let's get back again, and we'll probably go off on a line change if this comes out soon. Yeah, nice stick there, Tanev. Good job. Keep kicking it. Just kick it out. Just kick it out. Oh, man. Of course. You gotta just hold on to it. There you go. It's good when the goaltender doesn't like to pass it out too much, because it gets a little crazy when they do that. We have even stats all around, so let's keep playing like this. Simeon's not giving him anything there. That's really good. Obviously take some more time off the clock. And bad turnover by Carlo. We have to hop on out there. Well, they have the chance, but a big save by Wool on Lascelles. Good job, Wool. Let's get out of zone, guys. Let's get out of the zone. I honestly, like I said, I hate being in the defensive zone too long, especially in a moment like this. So Matthews can't win the draw. Let's make sure we're defending there. Marner tries to block the shot, but he can't. Middlestad's turned away. Let's make sure we're still covering the point, as they do have pressure here. McCabe stole it. Marner finds Dave behind the defense. Dave drives in. Lost control of it, but he'll get back to that loose puck still. Dave throws it in to Mitch. Mitch drives towards the front. Swayman will freeze it. Yeah, we lost a bit of our speed because of the momentum we had. Or they had, I should say. Or pressure, or whatever you want to call it. Alright. Offensive faceoffs are a lot better. Let's win this. Matthews tie up. Dave goes to the front as they try and battle for that puck. They can't get it. Matthews will work hard on Bjornfot, but they get possession still of the puck. Get back again, Dave. Good job, Gavrikov, but then he's going to ice that puck. I'm not even going to skate after that. There's no way I'm going to get there first, so. Gavrikov tried to sauce a pass to us way too quick. Alright. Alright, come on. We got to probably go on a line change soon. Matthews against Arvidsson, or who is it? Oh, no, it's still Milstead. Okay, Dave's got possession of the puck. Dave will carry it in. Dave will throw it in and gets a little shove there from Pasternak. Dave's going to go on a quick change if he can, even though he's not got a lot of energy. And we'll sim to our next shift and see if the sim engine's going to do anything or not. And it doesn't do anything. We only got 6 minutes left. Let's go. 6 minutes left, up by 2. Just don't collapse here, boys. And we could go to the friggin' Stanley Cup Finals. Just don't collapse. Matthews wins the draw. Dave can't get out of the zone. He'll push a little bit, but Matthews gets it out. Let's go, Matthews. Matthews finds Mitch. Mitch tries to take a quick shot. Doesn't get to the net. And the Bruins are going to ice the puck. The Bruins are going to ice the puck. Actually, never mind. They don't call that icing. That's a little bit disappointing, to say the least. But whatever. Oh. Dave got board pinned way too quick. The puck does still come out, though. Here comes Mitch with it. Mitch holding on to it. Lost control, doing a little bit too much moves. They might have to go on a line change again here soon with a few minutes left. Carlo. Over to Matthews. And Matthews will dump it. We're going to go already on a change, I think. I don't know if I'm going to get another shift left in this game, but let's just make sure we're changing after a couple minutes only. Will we get another shift? Yes, we will with a minute 16 left. So they're likely going to pull their goaltender here to try and get back in this game. Yep, they pulled the goalie. Dave is out there now to try and help defend this game and the series. Dave will get that puck. I'm not going to go for the empty net yet. Let's just drive it in. Dave still gets in, throws the pass over, trying to hit Mitch on the empty net instead. Matthews will put it in instead with Dave battling in front. Dave gets the assist. We're going to the Stanley Cup Finals. We're going to the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's go. Matthews gets his 10th goal of the playoffs. Dave does some good work here. Like I said, I could have went for the empty net and scored here easily, but I wanted to set up a guy instead because I feel like I'm a little bit selfish with scoring sometimes. But instead, we go for the pass. Matthews gets across, and Dave does good work in front to make sure nobody could block it. But 26 points in the playoffs going into this finals. Let's go. We're 50 seconds away from the Stanley Cup Finals. Honestly, it didn't look like we were going to maybe be a team that goes to the finals when we played against like Florida and then also Buffalo a bit, but our team has really figured itself out here against Boston, I think. But The finals are going to be a lot tougher against either Chicago or Edmonton. Just because McDavid and Bedard are both tough players, of course. Oh, yikes. Matthews, get it out. There you go. He got it out of his zone. And Charlie nearly went off sides. Dave will forecheck on him. They're not going to pull the goalie again, which is surprising, but not a lot of time left on the clock. There you go. Let's take it. I don't need to score another goal. I'm just going to dump that in. Kill some time off the clock here. Let's go. And Dave will be representing the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Stanley Cup Finals in next episode. Let's go. Let's friggin' go. We got it done. We're the Eastern Conference champions. But now, obviously, we need 4 more wins. Dave has been exactly what this team has been looking for. Let's friggin' go. Let's friggin' go. What a series that was for Dave and for the team. We had multiple points in every single game of the series except for Game 2. And that Game 2 was still a win for our team, so... There's Matthews and Lindholm. I guess Lindholm's the captain of the Boston Bruins in this universe, which is kind of interesting. But let's friggin' go, man. Let's go. And there's Matthews with the Prince of Wales, or whatever you call it. Let's go. We're going to the finals. I know a lot of Leafs fans are even more excited about this. I'm excited just for Dave more so, not the team itself, really. But in this universe, I guess I could be happy for some of these dudes. But what an effort from this team. And we get it done. And like I said, we're going to the finals. All right, Dave gets third star, 2 assists, 3 hits. Great game for Dave. Also some big block shots, though, too. In the early going, I think, of this game, wasn't it? Mitch gets second star, 2 points and 3 hits. So, like I said, yeah, the top line obviously doing a lot of the work in a lot of these games, but we also had some sim engine goals from our team, so that also helped things. In first star, going to Matthews with the 1 goal, 2 assists, 8 hits. God damn. 8 hits for him. But yeah, Dave's final stats, 2 assists, plus 2, 6 shots, 307 at puck possession, and 3 hits. Let's freaking go. All right, well, let's see who we end up facing in the finals, and we'll take a look at Dave's stats up into that point. I guess we'll also have some press conferences here about going to the Cup Finals, but 26 points through 16 games, including 11 goals, 15 assists. What a run it has been up to this point. And we have a conversation with the media. Let's see what they have to say about us going to the Cup Finals for the first time in Dave's career. Hopefully this is a recurring thing for Dave, regardless of where he is. All right.
Wow, congratulations,
conference champions. What goes through your mind after a win like that? Winning the conference is exhilarating. We're focused on the next milestone, the Stanley Cup. It's a proud moment, but our eyes are on the cup now. Let's go with that, sure. It's definitely a proud moment, but our eyes are definitely on the cup.
Attention to the Stanley Cup final. What are your thoughts on the matchup and the opportunity ahead for you?
The opportunity ahead for our group. We're focused on the matchup and looking forward to competing for the cup. Our thoughts are strategic preparation and embracing the opportunity. Do I want... let's get more X Factor points. We could utilize those a lot in the offseason, I think. All right, there we go. Going to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time in our career. We got a couple more X Factor points. Like I said, we can upgrade X Factors already, but I might wait till the offseason to do that. All right. Well, let's see who we end up facing, I guess. I don't know. Let's take a look at Dave's stats first. We'll take a look at Dave's stats first, then see who we're facing, see their player stats as well. But Dave has had an absolutely electric playoffs. 26 points through 16 games, plus 13. 3 game-winning goals as well, which is huge, of course. And we've been playing over 25 minutes a game, 55 hits, 9 blocks, 52 giveaways, 37 takeaways. But you look at our stats just alone against the Bruins in that series, we played really, really good. Like I said, we had a total of 10 points in those 5 games. The only game we didn't have a point was in Game 2, but we were still plus in that game. And yeah, we've been just generating a ton of offense, regardless if we score goals or not. Like we are definitely more of an assister in this in that conference finals since Game 1, but we've also been picking up the goal scoring again a bit too. So everything's been working really well. And like I said, the block shots and all that too have just been really, really nice. So very excited to go to the finals. All right, let's make sure Dave is fully healthy for the Cup Finals as well, because I don't want to forget about that going into next episode. But let's get this up to peak health. We might as well do that. We have 4 energy points left. Hopefully that's enough to get us through a couple games in the finals the next episode. But let's see who we end up facing for the Stanley Cup. Is it Edmonton or is it Chicago? The answer will be determined in a second. We got a conversation with the coach about winning 4 more games, so we'll just get that done. All right, who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? Do we rather McDavid or Bedard? Probably Bedard, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Who is it? The answer will be McDavid. 12-3 Oilers versus the 12-4 Leafs. Oh boy. Dave Bluezynski versus Connor McDavid. An all-time matchup for sure. It's not even the Austin Matthews versus McDavid show. It's the Dave Bluezynski show for sure. All right, well, let's take a look at Edmonton. Take a look at how they've simulated as a team, regular season and playoff-wise. But let's go entire league here. They were the best team, second best team in the Western Conference on 97 points. They scored 3.234 goals per game, or 3.23, which is lower than us. They allowed a lot of goals. Damn, they only scored 1 more than they allowed during the season. That's kind of crazy. Realistic, though. Their power play was better than ours, and penalty killers was worse than ours. All right. So they're more of an offensive team than anything. Playoff-wise so far, little comparison here. We're 12-4, they're 12-3. We're both scoring around the same amount of goals, but they're playing way better defensively than us, which is surprising. Not by a lot, but they've been a good defensive team this postseason. Their power play is 26.8%, which is better than ours, and penalty kill is 90.7%, which is better than ours. So the only thing that technically is better than ours, better for us, is our goals for per game, but it's not by a lot. So this is going to be a very tough matchup, I think, based on that. All right, let's take a look at their player stats from regular season and playoffs so we could see what they have in their roster, because we've never played them before in the playoffs. We've definitely played them in the regular season, but I don't remember who was there. So yeah, McDavid on 110 points, Draisaitl on 106. Obviously got to watch out for those 2 guys the most. Then it's a huge drop-off. Nugent Hopkins on 65, Hyman 56, Savoy on 56. Okay, he's arriving a bit. Lars Eller had a 46-point season. That's kind of strange. Dadonov on 45 points, Pearson 29, Veleno 28, Faxa 21, Frederick 20, Yarventi 9. So their bottom 6 has changed quite a bit. And then from a defensive standpoint, Bouchard at 68 points. It's kind of crazy. Torrey Krug's still playing in this universe, 28 points. Nurse only on 22. Falk's there now. Miromanov. Jacob Trouba's there now too. Interesting. And then goaltending, Skinner had a 909, Georgiev had a 907, and Pickard an 873. All right. What about playoffs? Who's been their guy to watch out for other than McDavid and Draisaitl? I'd assume there's some other people doing good too. Like, I would assume Savoy's up there or something like that. No, not really Savoy, but they do have some good depth scoring. McDavid on those 22 points. Draisaitl on 19. You have Hyman on 14. Nugent Hopkins only has 1 goal in the playoffs, but 13 points. Dadonov on 11, Savoy's on 11, Veleno's on 9. Yeah, they're definitely getting some good depth scoring. And then from a defensive standpoint, Torrey Krug is on 9 points somehow through 13 games. Bouchard's on 9 points. Adam Larson's back in Edmonton, which is hilarious. All right. Jacob Trouba's only played 2 games. They definitely have a better defensive score than they used to. And then Skinner's rocking a 933, but he's injured. He's injured? So Georgiev is in, but he's got a 959 in the 2 games he's played. What the hell? So Skinner got hurt. When did he get hurt? He got hurt in Game 4 against Chicago. He only played half the game. So, yeah, Georgiev is an interesting one. He's only an 80 overall. He could be a cheese goaltender, but he might be a goaltender we could beat, potentially. I'm not too sure how long Skinner's out for, but that could definitely play a huge factor in the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's lastly take a look at how long those injuries are for, if we can. Let's see. If we go to message center, actually, let's go to injury report. Isn't there an injury report? Yeah, there is. He's injured for a week or so, so he will be back in the series at some point, but Skinner will be missing the beginning of the series. Riley's also currently injured, but he looks like he's going to be back relatively soon for us. So, once he's back, that could help us get some more offense from the back end, but looking pretty good so far up to this point in time. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Dave Bluezynski Be a Pro. So in next episode, we'll take you to the Stanley Cup Finals against Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers as Dave looks to win the Stanley Cup for the first time in his career. We're only going to do 3 games in the next episode, so hopefully we can get off to a good start, get up like at least 2-1 in the series, but if we could get up 3-0, that'd be even better. So let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time.